Hello, good day.
Hey.
You're here to interview me, are ya?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh,
Alright.
anyway, jeez.
So, Jerome. Oh, sorry. Should I call you Jerome?
Listen, young man, Mr. Bruner is fine.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Bruner. So, Mr. Bruner, who are you?
Who am I? I mean, really? That's your question? What kind of amateur interview is this, anyway? Like, are we sitting in lawn chairs?
Okay, my apologies, Mr. Bruner. Okay, it's just...
Really?
Alright. It's just my professor, Dan Robinson. He gave me...
Robinson.
Yeah,
Okay.
he gave me a list of questions to ask you, and this was the first one. So, who are you? Please, could you just answer the question?
Alright, for you, I don't know who this Dan Robinson is, but at any rate, who am I? Like, what do you mean, who am I, Dan Robinson? Who is this Dan Robinson wants to know who I am? Like, my name is Jerome Bruner. Doesn't he know that? How about this for Mr. Dan Robinson? How about I was born blind in New York in 1915? How about the fact that I couldn't see until I had 2 cataract surgeries as an infant?
Okay, and also, you went to Duke and Harvard University, huh?
Yes, I received my education from Duke and Harvard universities. Now let me tell you something, young man.
Yeah.
These are probably 2 places you'll never see in your lifetime if you're gonna keep cutting in on me like that in this interview.
Okay, yeah. That should cover it.
Thank you.
Next question. So, who or what were your greatest influences?
Well, aside from my parents, Herman and Rose Bruner, who emigrated from Poland, by the way, I was greatly influenced by a good friend of mine and fellow psychologist, by the way, Lev Vygotsky. He was from Russia, if you know where that is, young man.
Wow, Russia.
Yes.
So, is he KBG?
KBG? Pardon me?
Never mind. So, how about this? What events led up to your writing of the process of education? The great process of education.
The process of education, yes. Well, let me tell you. At the time, I was asked to head a National Academy of Sciences curriculum reform group. Now, let me tell you this. We met at Woods Hole on Cape Cod. I believe there were 34 of us, scientists, scholars, and educators. We were developing outlines of a new science curriculum for America, for the schools. And it was my task to write a chairman's report. And the end result, here's the lead up, was the process of education. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So what was your reaction when it became a bestseller? And, I mean, come on, Jerome.
Mr. Bruner.
Yes, Mr. Bruner. It was eventually, Jerome, it was eventually translated into 19 languages. Huh.
Thank you. Well, I'll tell you, I was surprised. I'll admit that.
Yeah, kind of like when Wade Banks does not do research on hypersexualization, huh?
I didn't understand a word you just said.
Okay. Let's just go to the next question. So, Jerome, could you give me a 1-sentence summary, I guess, about your ideal philosophy of education?
My ideal philosophy? Well, let me tell you something here, young man. I respect the teacher who can ask interesting questions and who has the patience to actually watch somebody discover an answer to them. You know, we'll never really know what the world really is.
Yeah, Jerome.
Mr. Bruner, I said Mr. Bruner.
Right, so anyway.
How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. Bruner?
Okay, Mr. Jerome. I only have time for one more question. Listen, Jerry DeGoo wanted me to ask this question. So, in your opinion, what would you prefer? Smooth or crunchy peanut butter?
Jerry DeGoo.
Yeah.
Jerry DeGoo. Do you know who I am, young man?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
Okay.
Jerome Bruner.
Okay.
I'm Jerome Bruner. Who asked Jerome Bruner those questions in an interview?
Okay, we
Jerome Bruner.